What I used to go to a Christmas party with artist friends, and they knew I raised birds and chickens and all like that. Well, I'd get all these junk things, and then somebody gave me a couple of hens on the nest, just common ones. And then the next Christmas, somebody else gave me some. Well, I'm going, well, there's a bunch of them, so I decided I'd start collecting them. Well, the collection has grown.
So do you hide your money in the chickens there?
I used to. And there still could be some. The ones up front, there may be some. And then when I moved from the old trailer over here, I had this lady that was supposed to clean them and wrap them so I could move them over. And I had a couple of rings and some old coins and maybe $100 bill or something that I totally forgot about. And of course the rings and the coins and the money did not make it over here. And then a couple of days later I saw in the news where her and her husband were arrested for theft. Basically any good ones that you're going to find around here at a junk shop.
So what does like this one cost, like that? If you're
Oh, now that's not a, that's only like $25.
what would an expensive one look like? Or you don't want to say?
Well, some of these roosters would be 65, 75, 150, something like that.
So why would roosters sit on the eggs? Unless it's got
That's just, okay, originally,
I mean, I know sometimes they do, but
originally, these were, I've got some of the original containers. These were made in England, well, they were used in England and all for holding mustard. Because there was no plastic containers. So if you, and I've never been to England and all like that, but I've heard that they would use a lot of mustard on, their food because it's pretty bland.
grapefruit pond.
But they would have the mustard in these, and then that would be something on the table that you get your mustard out of. And that was how a lot of them were started. And then they started just selling them as containers. But there'll be some of the advertisements, let's say 1901, where they'll be selling to a store where you buy 10 for, and it'll be like 10 cents a piece.
Mm-hmm. So how long were these things in production?
Oh, they're still producing.
They're still producing them?
This company here, L.E. Smith, they're still producing.
So when did they start producing them? What early 1900s or?
Well, there's some of them back in the 1800s. I've got a couple of them that probably turn of the century. But I don't have them all tagged and all like that, which would be good because then. Because a lot of times people will go, oh, that looks valuable. And I go, no, that's an Asian reproduction. And see, that's the other deal. It's so easy for, like, I think this one's from Czechoslovakia. No.
So they made them in all
That's
different
English.
all different areas of the world. They made these things, huh?
Yeah, that is from Czechoslovakia. And that's European of some sort. I can't remember that one. German or somewhere. And then there's more chickens in the other rooms.